Hi, it's Tamara here from transformationforwomen.com. This didn't quite work how I was expecting. I couldn't get it working, but here I am. So hopefully you'll be able to find me quite soon, because we're going to be doing some tapping to release the fear of the coronavirus. So various people have been messaging me with various different types of fear. So fear of catching the virus, being ill, fear that vulnerable relatives could also catch the virus. So again, if you've got elderly relatives or relatives that haven't got strong immune systems, that can be a concern. Fear of getting enough food or medical supplies. The supermarket shelves have been empty, toilet paper. When I was in Singapore, it was noodles as well, hand sanitizer. I've heard recently that paracetamol is hard to get hold of. So, you know, that can be a concern as well. Fear about the future of the economic situation. General anxiety, because everyone else is panicking, so it just feeds off everyone else, and it just becomes a bit hysterical. Feeling helpless, not being able to do anything about it, feeling out of control, having obsessive thoughts about constantly washing our hands and how to keep ourselves clean, or difficulty sleeping, hypervigilance about our health. What else? And fear that people who should be isolating themselves aren't, and so we can catch the virus from people who really shouldn't be out and about, and just feeding off everyone else's anxiety. So those are some of the fears that we're going to be tapping on. Now, if you haven't done EFT before, emotional freedom techniques, it's like acupuncture for the emotions without the use of needles. And you literally do what I do and say what I say, and if you don't like what I do or say, then simply don't do it. So first things to do, we're going to be touching our faces. So I've got my hand sanitizer, so I hope you're doing this with me as well. So got the hand san on. Right, so we're going to be tapping on some of those things, and then tapping to increase the feeling of increasing our immunity, which, as we know, the calmer we feel, the happier we feel, the better our immune system is going to be. So this is what EFT is going to help with, and then we can send that positive energy out into the people around us, into the world, into the universe. So let's get going. Side of the hand. Even though this coronavirus has got out of control, it's everywhere, it's all I can think about, and I'm scared of being ill. I'm scared about my relatives being ill, elderly relatives, vulnerable people, young babies or children. And I deeply and completely accept myself and these feelings. And even though there's been so much panic buying, and I'm worried about not being able to get the supplies I need, about not being able to get toilet paper, paracetamol, food, I accept all of that and all of those feelings. And even though I'm worried about the economic situation and the implications of this virus, I'm acknowledging that too. And even though I've got all this anxiety and worry, and sometimes I feel panicky and it stops me sleeping, stops me thinking straight, I soothe and comfort myself. And even though sometimes I feel a bit out of control with all of this, it's become quite obsessive, and I've become hypervigilant about my health, about washing my hands, about what I'm touching, about who I'm near, who's breathing on me. I acknowledge all of that now. And I deeply and completely accept myself just as I am. And even though I'm angry because people who are ill shouldn't be out and about, they should be self-isolating. And that means that people, more vulnerable people, are more susceptible. I'm acknowledging those feelings too. And then just tapping through the points, starting with the top of the head. All of this fear, all of this anxiety, all of this worry, all of this obsessive thinking, all of this hypervigilance about my behaviour, about my health, feeling helpless, feeling not in control, panic. And just notice now where you feel those feelings in your body and allow yourself to feel them fully now. It's okay to feel those feelings. And just take a deep breath in now. And acknowledge the sensations in your body as you tune into the remaining sensations of those feelings. The fear of being ill, the fear for others being ill, the fear about not having enough food or medication or toilet paper, the fear about the future, the implications of this virus and our behaviour as a result of it. Acknowledging all of that now. All of this panic. All of this exhaustion because I can't sleep. And noticing my feet on the ground right now. And noticing my body in the chair. And noticing my breath. Coming back to myself in this moment. Acknowledging myself just as I am. And just as I'm not. Acknowledging all this vulnerability of this thing outside of myself that I can't control. And the only thing that I can control is how I feel about my situation. So I'm acknowledging my feelings now. Because by acknowledging my feelings, it's the first step in starting to release them. And noticing my breath. I want more trust. Trust for myself. Trust in humanity. Trust that we can get over this globally. And I want to infuse my body with the energy of super immunity. want to infuse every cell, every atom and every molecule with an abundance of super immunity energy. And just breathe that in now. And if your super immunity had a colour, what colour would it be? I think for me it's a turquoise, so I'm going to say turquoise, but you just say whatever colour it is for you. Cleansing turquoise super immunity energy. Infusing every fibre of my being. And take a deep breath. Radiating that super immunity energy out around me into every area of my being. Turquoise, vibrant super immunity. Infusing my room, infusing my home, and take a deep breath. Infusing the people I live with, vibrant turquoise super immunity energy. And infusing that energy into my family and my friends and my community. And I hope there are people watching all over the world so that we can really infuse communities the world over with this powerful super immunity energy. And radiating that super immunity energy out even further so that it infuses the country that I'm in and everyone in it. Helping people make good, peaceful, positive choices. Helping people relax. Helping people trust in their bodies. Trust that there is enough for all of us. Enough food, enough toiletries, enough medication, enough good health. Even more than that. And radiating that positive energy of super immunity and trust around the planet, in every direction, to every community, to every family, to every man, woman and child, and all animals as well. And put your hands in the centre of your chest, your heart chakra, and just say transform and take a deep breath. Transform. So just repeat this video as often as you need to, on a daily basis and more if you need to, and share it with people who are also feeling anxious and vulnerable. And if you've got any questions, do put them in the comments below this video. If you would like to share how you feel as a result of that tapping, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. So, and if you want to know more about EFT, then do download our free EFT manual, which you can download from our website, eft-courses.org.uk.